Hi guys, welcome to Symbiosis Mentors. My name is Ketan. In this video, I'm going to talk about Symbiosis' entire interview process. I believe by now, couple of you must have got call from SIDTM, SCIT, SIIB Pune, and SIBM Bangalore for that matter. And very soon you can see calls coming out of SIBM Pune, SIBM Bangalore is done, probably Hyderabad, and then SMHRD. So all other colleges will also give you calls. Now, let's understand the entire interview, how it kind of, conducted, or, what is, important in this. Now, first of all, 100 marks weightage has been given, which is divided into two categories. One is the snap score, and another, the entire interview process. The good thing about Symbiosis is that these guys have given similar weightage to both the things, which is your written exam and your interview process. So, written exam is around about 50 marks. 50% weightage has been given to written exam, that's 50 marks. 50 marks has been allocated towards the interview process. Now, 10 marks for GE, 10 marks for WAT, and the remaining 30 has been allocated to the entire personal interview. And that's the reason I always say that even if you are somebody who has not really scored very well as far as your snap is concerned, with the help of this 50% of the weightage or this 50% mark, you can still crack a particular college, even for that matter SIBM Pune. Last year, I had seen a couple of students are not getting called converted even after scoring 99.50. But there are students who actually nailed it, who converted SIBM Pune even at 98.50. Right, so that's the ratio that we are talking about. And trust me, most of the time you might have seen somebody converting SIBM or converting any other Symbiosis college even after having less score in snap. That's purely because they have done fantastic job as far as the interview is concerned. And that's the reason interview is something really close to heart as far as Symbiosis as a brand is concerned. So guys, there is no chance that you want to take as far as the interview prep is concerned, and everybody got to prepare very well for it because it's a last chance, to be very honest, right? Now, let's move ahead with the interview process. GE. So they don't have GD, group discussion, it's a GE. What's the difference in GD and GE? In GD, you do not work in a group. You are supposed to be seated in the group, but you have to put in your own point of view and your own opinion. Simple. In GE, you are seated in the group and you got to work with group and you have to come up with the consensus as a group. So that's a different ball game altogether. And that is the reason GE is, I find GE to be really, sweet and beautiful by the way. Now, what happens in GE? So so I'll tell you the process. So, the moment you go to SIBM Pune or any other college, they'll give you kind of a buddy up, there will be a senior who will be assigned to your particular group. That senior will take it, he'll help you with everything. Your form filling, not exactly form filling, but then स्टेपिंग करना है, क्या करना है, कहाँ पे जाना है, कैसे करना है, तो एक बंदा वहां पे होगा सीनियर जो आपको पूरा आउट एंड आउट आपको गाइड करेगा. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, once that document verification and everything is done, you will be moving ahead for your GE. GE में एक टॉपिक दिया जाएगा. Topic can be anything. You might get a topic, you might get an abstract topic, you might get a case study, you might get a situation, or you might get an incident. Right? Now, what you have to do is, as a group, you got to discuss among you, all of you, and you have to come up with the consensus. In GE, what they understand is, you as an individual, how you actually gel up with the group, how you actually put your thought processes when you have a lot of people out there with their own point of view. How do you put your point of view across? That is what is actually examined. And the marking system is actually as per the group. It is not individual. Definitely, if you're really outstanding, you will be getting a little bit more than the others. But yes, it's a group evaluation, to be very honest. And that's the reason. As a group, you got to perform very well. So there are certain group dynamics that you need to learn. It is not as it is not clearly as a GD. What we are used to is like we are damn used to performing in GD, but not in G, and that's where the kind of screw up happens. And lot of groups are not able to do very well because वो G की जगह GD करके आते हैं वहाँ पे. That's the main problem. Let's move it with the WAT. WAT में same होगा, case study, scenario, abstract, whatever it is. They're gonna check your written ability. How do you write? Are you able to kind of put your thoughts in in a nutshell? Are you able to kind of make it a point that you are writing whatever you wish to kind of pass it on? I mean, जो भी कहना है, can you put that up in a small words? Simple. Then grammar, definitely the way you write it, right? The way you take stand, like it's positive, negative, diplomatic, whatsoever. So bad. Just normal होता है हर जगह. Then comes PI. Now, PI is not going to be an extensive thing. PI is going to be kind of chilled out. However, these guys are particular about HR questions. Why MBA? Why SIBM Pune? Why SSBF? Where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? What if you're not able to convert this? Oh, you know what, you have got a call from SIBM Pune also. Man, you are sitting in XYZ college, then why not SIBM Pune and why this college? So many things. And sometimes it might get a little bit tricky if you're a smart one or if you have a smart panelist. Panelist में around about 2 लोग होंगे, एक faculty और एक alumnus, whatever. And that's how the entire thing will be kind of handed over to you. So you've got GE, you've got WAT, you've got PI. You've got to perform very well in 3 of them. You cannot take a chance कि यार मैं एक में अच्छा करूँ, मैं एक में बुरा करूँ. No, you cannot do that. And that's the reason it's quite important that you understand the dynamics. So what I'm going to do is, I am actually conducting this free GDPI workshop, rather I would say free GEPI VAT workshop in Pune and Mumbai. In Pune it's happening tomorrow, which is Saturday. It's happening at my center at FC Road, Nanusha Padova Chowk. The timings are 6:30 PM to 8:30 PM. It might go to 9 also. And if you have any doubts, any concern, any kind of advice you want, I'll stay there for some time and then I'll take care of you. So tomorrow it's happening in Pune, that's Saturday. On Sunday it's happening in Mumbai. Sunday ka timing I will be able to confirm. Probably what I'll do once the timing is confirmed, I'll come back to this video, I'll put the timing in the description. Or if you have joined any of my group, like any of CAT ka group or Symbiosis ka group, there I will be updating these times actually. So guys, simply calls are out. Couple of more calls will be there. Don't take a chance as far as your interview is concerned. I will be taking your questions one-to-one tomorrow. It's going to be a free session. I'll share a couple of good strategies with you, which will help you to actually crack any kind of a any kind of a Symbiosis college. It can be SIBM Pune or SSB whatsoever. So I'll see you there. You can come directly. No need to register. It's a free to everyone. It's open to all actually. So guys, that's it from my side. Thank you so much.